What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1099. Hard to believe we're almost at issue 1100. It feels like just yesterday when we just got Detective Comics like 1000. I even covered it on the channel just a few years ago. Just like we're really flying by with this stuff. I mean, because it's like usually takes a while to get there, but it's like, no, we're already there. Okay, so in this issue, we continuing off against, Batman and the whole Elixir cult, and you had Harvey Bullock and the Penguin kind of mixed up into this stuff. This one's written by Tom Taylor. I think Lee Garbett is the artist on this thing, and basically Batman manages to kind of take most of them down. He captures those guys named Ambrose, and they kind of do like a good cop, bad cop routine with him, and he's like, I ain't gonna talk. And then Batman's talking with Bullock and Penguin, and he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. And he just kind of walks away, and the guy's like, wait a minute, if Batman's basically the good cop of the scenario and he walks away, what are these guys gonna do to me? And without even saying anything, like the guy kind of cracks and tells them yeah, the head boss guy is some guy named Perpetuum Vita. I forget what that translates to, and he's basically downstairs. They hold Ambrose up to the door to kind of go and talk to him, because now he's the guy head honcho behind all this stuff. And of course this guy gets torched alive, so Batman's like, okay, this is another person you're gonna another death you're responsible for, Vita. And so he blows down the door, and we come to find this guy, and they kind of laugh at how ridiculous he is, but he talks about, well, ever since you guys came in here, I sealed myself in here for 5 years. I've got nutrients and all that, so I'll be able to survive. But then they're just kind of like, you're trapped in there for 5 years. You may be alive, but you're not exactly living. He's like, you can't break through in any way. Although I do wonder, given the sort of prison he's put himself in, Batman's like, you just kind of locked yourself up for 5 years. All your followers are gone. You basically have nothing. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit to come and get you. I do question that a little bit. Can't Batman just call Superman, hey, Supes, I know this has got some really strong material in here, but can you perhaps just use your super strength and bust through it or something? I feel like there's got to be kind of a way to kind of get in there and drag this guy out. But they basically all right, he's locked in there for 5 years, and he is nothing that's kind of worth existing for. And yeah, we'll just kind of leave him in there for a while. So that's kind of the main storyline. Again, Tom Taylor's the writer, Lee Garbett is on art. And then, of course, we have the backup with Harvey Bullock and the one corrupt cop that we kind of talked about earlier. She kind of gives it, hands him something, and just a little bit of Elixir stuff. So not much else there. It's kind of a nice moment between the two, but overall consensus, I thought the Elixir arc was pretty solid stuff. I like the interplay between Cobblepot and Bullock and kind of Batman. It's not often it's kind of neat sometimes when villains have to kind of team up with the hero from time to time. And the way it was kind of interplayed amongst the three of them, I thought was pretty well done. The artwork is really solid from start to finish. There's some funny moments in there, and there's that quintessential humor that Tom Taylor likes to throw into a lot of his stuff. But I think this is some of the strongest stuff he's worked on since he's been on a main title. So yeah, so far Detective Comics has been pretty solid under his direction. I'm really hopeful that it maintains that, because we saw what happened with Nightwing, where it started off really strong, and then it just kind of felt like a nothing burger after a while, and certain things would drag on. But here it's okay, we got one arc done, next arc done, it ends in a bit of an interesting way, but still some good stuff kind of mixed in from start to finish. Although again, I still wonder, couldn't Batman just get Superman? And how do you know for sure that guy's not lying, that he's not really locked in there for 5 years? I feel like he could just kind of break through it. I mean, it's Superman if you really wanted him out of there, but hey, who knows? It doesn't really matter at that point, I guess. So I could be lying. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe Batman was just oh yeah, we'll be back in 5 years. I mean, you're going to take this guy's word for it. Maybe he's lying. Either the guy's really truthful and he is in there for 5 years, and Batman's just okay, 5 years, your ass is mine. You're going through to jail anyway. So you just made your own little self prison right here. Or I'll just get Superman, I'll come back, and we'll break through this thing. Yeah, it's got strong material and all that, but it's Superman. He's the strongest being on the planet. So that's just my thinking of it. Because, I mean, we've seen heroes come in for favors hey, Supes, I actually think that would have been kind of funnier if Batman's just 1 second. He gets on his little communicator. Hey, I need you here in this location really quickly. You mind doing me a favor? Yeah, sure, Batman. And then Superman shows up. Shit. And then they just kind of break through his little prison, drags the guy out, kicking and screaming, and throws him in jail. Thanks a lot. You get a lift back? Sure thing, bats. I thought that would have been kind of a nice conclusion role. But hey, regardless, I thought it was a pretty enjoyable arc from start to finish. I think Detective Comics is where he's found his stride. I'm hopeful that it kind of maintains that way. So good stuff overall. Not much else to say, but issue 1100 is coming up next, so we'll talk about that when we get there. Which, by the way, my goodness, how long have I been covering Detective Comics on the channel? Actually, I don't think I covered 1000. Did I? I think I started like 1030 something for Detective Comics in here. I don't exactly remember it. It's been a long time. Maybe I should go back and kind of reread or look where I kind of started with Detective Comics, because I've been doing it for so long at this point. It's just kind of a blur. But anyways, that's all I really have to say. What did you think of the issue? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with friends, subscribe to your channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, all the other fun stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.